welcome to Arnav world. Today is the 14th episode in the science series. So today in science it is physics. So in physics we are going to discuss about electrical energy. Yes, if you don't know, electricity is also a type of energy. So electricity is the flow of electric power or charge. So electricity is when a phenomenon called electric power or charge happens. So it is the set of physical phenomena associated with the presence of motion of matter that has a property of electric charge. So electricity is related to magnetism in some ways, both being a part of the phenomenon of electromagnetism. There are some differences between these. The main difference is that electricity is an energy and magnetism is a force, not an energy. But even if they are different, they are very similar in some ways. So the presence of an electric charge, which can be either positive or negative, produces an electrical magnetic field. Yes, a magnetic field. The movement of electric charges is an electric current and produces a magnetic field. Yes. So when this electric current is getting moved, there will be a magnetic field which forms. So a magnetic field will form when electricity moves from one place to another place. Magnetic fields. Atoms contain tiny particles called electrons. They're very small compared to other protons or neutrons. So these carry a negatively electrical charge. These orbit the positively charged atomic nucleus. So here in atoms, protons are positively charged, electrons are negatively charged, and neutrons are of course neutral with no charge at all. So these orbit the atomic nucleus. So static electricity is the build up of charge in an object. So in static electricity, the electricity will build up in any object, even including hair or anything. So it can be produced by rubbing two materials together like this, transferring electrons from one to another. So I'll show a small electricity later. I mean experiment and electricity, the words are very similar. So that's why I got mistaken. So objects that gain electrons become negatively charged because of course these electrons are negatively charged, and the objects which lose electrons become positively charged because of course the electrons will be gone. So I'll show the experiment. So when we rub the hair with this balloon, some hair will come to the balloon if we just make it, remove it slightly. So this happens because when we rub the balloon on our hair, the balloon becomes negatively charged and the hair becomes positively charged. That's why they both get attracted to each other. But you must rub a lot. Even if you rub for 1 minute, only some small hairs will come up. That means you must rub for a lot of time. So current electricity is when a charge flows without staying in one place instead of the static electricity which stays in one place only. So current electricity, when an electrical charge flows through a metal, it is called an electric current. Yes. So electrons will move very fast in metals. Yes, like copper, iron, gold. So the current is caused by the drift of positively charged electrons, negatively charged electrons through a conductor in an electrical circuit. So individual electrons actually travel very slowly, but if they have a wire or any metal, so it will go very fastly. So Now I will explain the types of electrical current. So the first is no current. So this happens when there is no power supply. If a conductor wire is not connected to a power supply, the free electrons within it move randomly in all directions. So this happens when we turn on off a switch. So this is the diagram for it. So here these red things are the atoms, and here the blue ones are the electrons. So here they are moving all over the place, all over in the copper or the metal. Yes. So next, the second one is direct current. So if the wire is given energy by a battery, electrons drift toward the positive pole from the negative pole. So of the power supply, it will go from the positive to the negative. Yes. So if charge flows in one direction, it is called a direct current. Yes, this happens when a charge goes in only one direction instead of just random directions, unlike the no current. So this is the diagram. Atoms and electrons which are just going in a straight line. Yes. So next, the last type is alternative current. So main electricity runs on an alternative current supply. So most main electricity currents will go on this supply, on this type. Yeah. So the charge changes direction periodically. Sometimes it goes that way, sometimes it goes this way, sometimes it can go this way, but I think it can't go this way because the wire goes only like this. Yeah. So okay, it sends the electrons first one way and then the other way. Yeah. So yeah, this is the last type of the electrical currents. So here is the diagram. They're moving from one side to another side. So I am in this diagram, it is depicted as two arrows in an electron. Yeah. So one last note here. So this is not any alien thing. Electricity is always happening. So the lights which you can see, these lights are because of electricity. The electricity will turn into light energy to come for us, and that's why we can see all things. So in the fans we breathe the air from. So here the electricity will turn into kinetic energy, turning the fan round and round and round. In televisions, mobiles and those devices, this electricity will turn into light and sound energy because we can hear from them. Yeah, so that's the note. So this is for today about electrical energy. Bye.